So, wala na bang madadagdag pa? Did they request to upload the recording or the recorded session?
No sir, ngayon because na may option din yun sir.
Kasi tinatanong ko kung ano bang mga issues natin. Medyo hindi naman na-highlight masyado yung internet connection before. Although marami ding nagsabi na ayun nga, mahirap yung connection, may mga walang laptop din, and kuryente. So, pero hindi ko naman akalain na it's just half of the class. I mean, even almost. So, half lang, no? You are 33? Sked pa yung pagwala ng kuryente. Anyway, sige, let's try to start with the discussion, and then we just try to upload the recording.
Sige sir.
So, CSS. Ano ulit ang CSS? Cascading Style Sheets. So, paano maglagay ng CSS? This is the syntax. We have the selector. In this example, this is the selector, H1. The declaration, separated, multiple declarations are separated by a semicolon. If you only have a single declaration inside, then the semicolon is optional. Halimbawa, it's only color blue, pwedeng hindi lagyan ng semicolon dun sa hulihan. And then, so we go to selectors. Go to selectors. Ayan. So, CSS selectors are used to find or select the HTML elements that you want to style. We can divide CSS selectors into 5 categories. We have the simple selector, which can select elements based on the name, ID, or class. Combinator selectors, which select elements based on specific relationship between them. Pseudo class selectors, which selects the elements based on certain state. Pseudo element selectors, which select and style a part of an element. And then attribute selectors, which select elements based on an attribute or attribute value. Ay, nakashare ba yung screen ko?
Wala, sir.
Fine, sir.
Fine sir.
Sorry. Window. This window. Okay na, nakikita na? Nakikita na ba yung screen ko?
Yes, sir.
So, ayan. So we have element selectors. We can select the elements based on the tag name, like P, H1, div, body, the HTML itself. So ayan, we can also create div color blue. So these are your element selectors. And then we can select an element based on their ID by using the hash character. Here's an example. And then we can select elements based on the class or the class selector using a dot followed by the class name. And then we have the universal selector, which is asterisk, which selects all elements on the page. And then the grouping selector, for example, you want to style the same, style several elements with the same style. Like for example, this three, so H1, H2, and P all have the same style. Then you can use grouping selector, which is a comma. Okay, and then so um, okay, what if, just for example, we have nested elements. You have a span here, which is high. So anyone from the class who wants to ano ba, show? Okay, for example, you want to select the span inside the div. Paano natin gagawin yan? Yung span lang na nasa div ha. For example, yan. Paano natin siya isa-select?
Select yung div, sir, tapos span.
Okay, div and then span. Those are what we call the nested selector. So for example, gusto lang natin yung span na nasa loob ng div, then we can use this. Let's say border 1 pixel black. Okay, so yan lang. Pero just in case you want to select all span inside the document, then you can use span only. Okay ba? Let's say for example, we use a class selector equals text block. And then background, I don't know, let's call it PG white. And then this is class equals text block BG red. For example, gusto lang nating i-select yung elements with text block but with white backgrounds. Or let's try the other way around since hindi maganda yung black dun sa red. Let's try to select all elements with text black but in only in background red. Anyone? Dumami na tayo, 21 or 20, 19. So, paano yan? So, we can use multiple class selectors. For example, we can use dot text block dot bg red. So, we will say that the background is, let's say, gray. Let's say CCC, then the color is 000. So yan, we only selected the text block and BG red class. Take note that we do not have space between the class selectors. Pag naglagay kayo ng space dyan, hindi na siya select. Okay? So it's a different meaning. It's like you are saying that you are selecting a span it's like you are selecting a BG red inside a text block class. So it's different from pag may space at saka wala. Okay? Question?
Sir, may question ako, sir.
Yes.
Sir, yung ganyan kasi na ginawa ko, gumamit ako ng ID. Ang paraan mo ba yun, sir?
Gumamit ka ng ID. Yes, of course, if you are only selecting a single element inside the document. So what if, for example, we have a duplicate element like this? Okay? So if you're going to create ID, if you are going to use an ID, gagamit ka ng madaming ID dito sa selectors mo. And you have to take note of all the IDs that you created. Diba?
Yes, sir.
Let's say, for example, you have 100 instances of this element. Then kailangan mo i-take note lahat ng 100 na yun, di ba?
Yes, sir.
So that's the power of the class. That's the power of the other selectors over the ID. Although si ID, it's very powerful for single element dahil mas mabilis siyang mahanap and you are sure that it is unique. But then, may limitations din si ID selector natin. Okay?
So, sir, if X block lang yung na-select, ma-apply yan sila, sir? Lahat?
Yes. So, for example, text block lang. Look at the high here na meron din siyang text block but with BG white. So, na-applyan din siya ng selectors. It's also selected because it has the text block class. Okay?
Sige, sir. Yun lang po.
Any other questions sa selectors natin? Of course, you can do a combination of selectors, class selectors. Let's say, for example, this is not a div, this is a P. So, may ibang kaso na naman tayo, no? This is a P. And you only want to select text block with BG red inside a div. So, you will be using div dot in the class names. Okay? Oh, what happened? Wala yung B natin. It's not div text block, it's div text block. Okay, any question regarding element, ID, and class selectors?
Sir, difference sa tikwa, sir. ID and class.
ID, syempre si ID, it's for single element only. So, you cannot have multiple IDs in the same document. Like for example, eto, nilagyan mo siya ng ID A, and this is ID A. Hindi naman magrereklamo totally si browser natin na huwag mong gawin to, pero we use ID for a unique identifier.
Okay, sir.
Usually, ginagamit natin si ID to select a single element. Like for example, in your chat, ito, okay. So for example, in your chat, you want to select this. When someone clicks on it, you want to select this, or someone reacted on it. Since you are not the actor, someone reacted on it, then kailangan mong gamitin yung ID selector so that you will target only this element when you want to add the reaction. Okay? And that's the purpose of your ID selector. So, syempre, gumamit ka ng class. We also don't want to use multiple classes. I mean, different classes for different elements, which does not share the same characteristics. Like for example, nilagyan mo to ng class message 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Class message 1, 2, 3, 4, 4. Class message 1, 2, 3, 3, 3. It's not advisable to use class for that. Just use an ID. Gamitin mo lang si class if you are sure that you are going to use the class multiple times. Like for example, you want to use a class for all right aligned message, lahat ng message ko for example, and then lahat ng message ng iba nasa left. So we use let's say right aligned and left aligned classes for this. So that lahat ng messages natin, lahat ng left aligned messages of course will go to the left side, and all messages from the user will go to the right side. Okay? Any other question? So we are using real life example na lang, no, para mas madali natin makita yung effect, yung importance ng pinag-aaralan natin. Okay ba? Like for example, the microphone icon in Google Meet. So pwede mong lagyan siya ng class mic, and then you will select all mic. Gawin mo siyang background red. Gawin mo siyang font colors white, and so on. And you set the border, radius. So, ayun. Okay? Any other question? So, aside from, let's go back. So aside from class selectors natin, you can also have the all elements selector. Although hindi rin namin siya masyadong ginagamit, but it's also useful. Like for example, you want to select all elements inside a div, then you get div followed by the asterisk. Okay. So as discussed here, we also have the pseudo class selectors. So the pseudo class selectors are used to select elements that depends on the state of the element. So for example, we mouse over an element and we click on an element. The element has the focus. Okay. So for example, in here we only apply the background and hover. We can use this hover, and then when we hover over the element, we select the element. Okay. Other uses or other pseudo selectors, we have the active, we have the anchor. So you can style links with different colors based on their state: unvisited link, visited, hover, and the active link. Okay. Any question? So siguro wala. We also have the pseudo element selectors, which select and style a part of an element. So examples, we have the first letter. We can also have we also have this child, the nth child. We also have the before and after, wherein you can insert a content before or after the element. Okay, like for example, pwede kayong maglagay ng div or ng picture when someone clicks or when someone hovers on the element. And then selection, of course, if you select. And then we also have the attribute selectors, which selects the elements based on attribute or attribute value, which is achieved using the square brackets. Okay, so for example, you want to select only anchor tags with a target attribute, and you can use this. Or for attribute value, for example, you want to select A with target blank, you can use this selector. Usually, ginagamit din namin siya sa forms. Input type equals text, and input type equals password. So we have two inputs. What if we only want to select input with type text? Okay, so we will use input type equals the value of the attribute. Okay, the attribute name equals the value. So anong gagawin natin pag type text? Maybe we increase the padding to 10 pixels. Any question sa selectors natin? Of course, you can combine any selectors. For example, you want to combine selectors, the name selectors or tag selectors, class selectors, attribute selectors, and ID or the pseudo classes and pseudo elements. May question ba before we proceed to the next?
Wala sir, clear naman.
So, colors, comments, syempre madali na lang yan sa inyo since you already know comments. Colors, backgrounds, i-explore nyo na lang yan. Borders, margins, padding, height and width, and then we have the box model. Itong isang gustong i-discuss, box model. So in CSS, HTML elements are all boxes. Okay? So it says here, all HTML elements can be considered as boxes. In CSS, the term box model is used when talking about the design and layout. The box model is essentially a box that wraps around every HTML element, and it consists of margins, borders, padding, and the actual content. So this is our box model. So the content is, of course, the content of the box where text and images appear. Padding clears an area around the content. The padding is transparent. Border is a line or the space that goes around the element or around the padding. And margin clears an area outside the border. The margin is also transparent. Question.
Question. Ano kita yung nga usaray ni padding and margin?
Padding and margin. Okay, it depends on your style. Like for example, pag-experimentuhan na nga lang natin si Messenger. Bilis. Bagal mag-load. Nakikita nyo naman, no, yung screen ko?
Yes sir.
Okay. So, padding here is it's the space between the element and the border. Okay, so this message, nakikita nyo ba yung na-highlight na message? Those who have not submitted the requirements last week, musta na, sabi mo? So, okay, let's show the border here. Border, 1px, solid, and block. Nako, may mas nasa labas. Bagal niyang mag-load dahil ba ano? So, border natin, 1px, solid, block. So, that is your border, okay? The margin is an area around the border. So, pag margin nilagay nyo dito, margin, let's say 10px, ganyan mangyayari. Okay? Lalayo siya. So, pero kapag ang gusto nyo is just put a space around the content, you can use padding. For example, 10. 1px. Parang hindi... Question?
Thank you, sir. Clear, sir.
Wait lang, may setting ng time. Okay. May tumatawag sa cellphone mo. Dali. Okay, I'm back. So, naintindihan naman yung margin tsaka padding, no? So, ayan, sabi nga natin, every element is just a box. So, pwede nating lagyan ng border, pwede nating lagyan ng margin, and padding. So, the padding, as we have said earlier, padding is transparent, but it depends on the background of the box. Yun ang nagiging color ni padding, since transparent siya. Okay?
Sir.
So, and then si margin, transparent din siya. So, whatever the color of the parent element, for example, yung nasa labas na ito, div, the square fix 1. So, yun din ang magiging background ni margin. Pag eto, nagkaroon siya ng background na yellow, yun din ang magiging background ng margin natin. Yun din ang magiging color ng margin. Okay, so, ayan, border. Pwede kayo mag-experiment sa border. Basta, etong tandaan natin, all elements are considered boxes, wherein we can set the border, the margin, the padding, and of course, the content. Meron din tayong, alisin muna natin si margin. So, border, si border kasi, the size is added to the size of the box. So, for example, ginawa nating border 10, you notice na nag-move ng konti yung element natin. Okay? Since the border width is added to the width or the size of the box. Kung kung gusto niyo maglagay ng parang border pero ayaw niyo ma-add siya dun sa size ng box, you can use anyone from the class? Outline. Okay? So 1px and let's say 10px solid and green. So ayun. You know na magkaiba yung outline tsaka border natin do it depends on what you need. So sometimes you might need to use outline, sometimes you might need to use border.
Sir.
Yes. May question ba?
Wala po, sir. Okay lang, sir. Sir, mabaling ipasa ng AJ ko, sir.
Jai.
Activity, sir.
Sorry, Jai.
AJ activity, sir. AJ parang activity last week, sir. Nalabas ko, sir. Ba't maglagay na AJ, sir?
For the activities, wala pa naman akong nilagay ng mga deadlines. So, okay lang na medyo malate ng konti. Pero for the video last week, since I am trying to assess your progress in learning, yun sana yung maunang maipasa.
Sir?
Yung video ng mga hindi nakapag-present last week,
Yes, sir.
yun sana yung maunang maipasa. Okay.
Sir, pasa.
Hello? Yes?
Yung video, sir, saan po ipapasa?
Sa group na lang.
Sige, sir.
So, ayan. We also have here the calculation of the box size. So, all the content, the padding, the border, and the margin will all add up to the size of the box. Okay? Yung outline lang ang hindi naisasama. But it can be visible. Okay ba? So, skip ko na yung mga I think they are easy to learn since they are just styles that we can use. Maybe we go to CSS fonts. So, there are different font families. We have the two main family, the generic and the font family. Okay, for the generic, we have serif or monospace. They are present in mostly every browser or every machine. And then we also have the different kinds of fonts, different the serif and the sans serif. So, nakikita nyo naman dito yung difference, no? Pag sinabi nating sans serif, sans meaning without, wala siyang mga arte-arte. No?
Yes, sir.
And then serif, yung mga may ornaments at the top, the bottom, and then the end of the stroke. So usually si sans serif, ginagamit natin siya for on-screen text. Okay? On-screen text. So, kung mapapansin nyo, almost every website, sans serif yung ginagamit, especially for paragraph text. The reason being is mas mabilis daw basahin si sans serif when it is in the screen than the serif counterpart. Okay? Whereas the serif counterpart, like the Times New Roman, Georgia, they are usually used on printed. If you have noticed books, so yan yung ginagamit nila na fonts. And then we also have the monospace, which is a font that has the same space for each letters. So, pansinin nyo si Courier New, the I has the same space, takes the same space as the E or the C. Whereas si Arial natin, the I only takes very little space compared to A or the other letters. Okay? So, yan yung font families natin. Just take note that for on-screen style, ginagamit natin si sans serif, and for printed, ginagamit natin si serif. And then, pwede rin tayong gumamit ng mga fonts that are hosted on CDNs or font servers like Google. So, specify lang natin style link and then the URL of the font that we want to use, and then pwede na natin siyang gamitin. Any question?
Sir, is there another way nga import the font style?
I think you can also use the at import, or it can also be defined in another CSS. So if it is defined in another CSS file, then you can import that CSS file to be used in your document, and you can use the fonts that are defined in that CSS file.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
Any other questions? Nabasa nyo na ba lahat ng mga nandito? I don't think we will be needing the CSS responsive. This is not actually a CSS native. It's some classes defined by W3 schools. Although it is used in web development, yung grid view natin, yung media queries. It is used in web development, pero wala ba tayong media queries dito? Meron. So yan, this is only for the RWD framework. I think it's created by W3 schools. Although we have other responsive web design frameworks or mobile first frameworks like Bootstrap, like the material design from Google. So I think W3 schools also created their own framework. So any question? Position, okay, the different positioning property, the different values, we have static, relative, fixed, absolute, and sticky. Sticky is just new to CSS3. So maybe all browsers does not support it. Although some libraries may provide polyfill for the sticky position property. So, ayan. Absolute is the position the element absolutely, I mean in relative to its parent element, as long as the parent has the position relative instead of static. And then fixed, the position of the element is relative to the browser window. And then sticky, so of course it sticks to the position that you want them to be in. So, ayan, position sticky. For example, I am sticky here, ayan, nasa top siya. I mean, if you scroll down, it sticks on top, or you can also have it stick to the bottom or left or right. Okay?
Noted, sir.
So, of course, the display natin, it is used to set display of the element. It could be inline, it could be block. Inline block, it can be table cell. And then we have the difference between the display none and the visibility hidden. So display none, for example, this will be set to display none and this will be set to visibility hidden. So the difference is that if you remove the display none, the element including its space is completely removed. No trace of that element in display. So walang trace na meron pala tayong element dati dito. Whereas for visibility hidden, it will only hide the element but it will not remove the space for that element. Okay? As you have noticed, hindi nag-move itong element natin na to. Whereas this one, they moves. Questions?
None, sir.
Ay,
Kasi,
yes.
about the position, sir.
Mhm.
Dati, cause the, medyo problem, or yeah, problem ang makikita in because DJ activity, like DJ primary kada kasi, color sa DJ.
Primary.
Okay, but position ba DJ, sir? Hindi primary secondary success danger warning din. Hindi po, sir.
No, it's just flowing elements.
Oh,
Free
okay,
flowing
sir.
lang sila. Anyway, the only thing I want you to learn from here is to how to set the background color, the border radius, the border itself, the font color, the margin. Almost yun lang naman.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
So no need to follow the position.
So, already know from top to bottom na ito DJ itsura na.
Okay lang.
Thank you, sir.
Pwede nyo rin siyang free flowing. Maybe you can use inline block or you can use float left if you want to experiment. So you may want to check CSS float or the display inline block. Okay, since napansin ko yung mga nagpasa na I think you tried to extract the images. Am I right, Mr. Arconado and Mr. Sotelo?
Mr. In-crop ko.
So, in-crop nyo, no? Okay, so since ginawa nyo rin yun and we also have image sprites in CSS, i-discuss ko na lang din to para kung sakasakali lang, pwede nyo rin siya magamit in the future. Although in that example, fonts can also be used for the icons. Pero hindi lang siya kaparehas ng icon na nandun. Fonts can also be used. But just for example, kailangan nyo talagang gumamit ng images. The disadvantage of using multiple images is that it will take longer time to download. It will create multiple requests on the server and it will take more time for the server to respond or to download the image. So just imagine kung ilang icons yung ginawa nyo. That is the number of times that your browser will request those images from the server. So in web development, we are trying to reduce the request as much as possible. Kasi doon nagkakaroon ng issue sometimes yung web servers natin dahil sa masyadong madaming request, may limitation yung mga numbers of requests na kaya nilang i-cater. Okay? So that's why we have image sprites, the term image sprite in CSS, which uses a single image only or which combines multiple images in a single file. So for example, we have these three images, the home, the back button, and the forward button. So, ayan, you can show only a single image in an element. You can show different images for an element by using the background property and setting the position of the background. Okay? So, just imagine, etong image kasi na to, it's using the same image. If you check the style, we are using the same image, but we are using different position. So, it's just like a window na mas maliit kaysa sa actual image. And if you want to show only that part of the image, you can use this technique. Okay? You set the width of the element to be the same as the width of the single image, like home, and then you set the background. So it depends on the position of the image, we set the position. Nakuha? So
Yes, sir.
this is the, ayan, eto kasi siya. Okay, let's remove the background. No. So eto siya yung home natin. Yung ID home natin. Okay? Eto siya. Pero bakit home lang yung nagpapakita kanina? Kasi ginawa lang natin na maliit yung element natin. Which is, sakto lang siya doon sa home image. And then, pinosition lang natin siya, which is, dapat eksakto rin dun sa position ng home image natin. So, what if, for example, you have negative 50 px. Balik natin yung dating size. So, yan yung drawback ng, ng image sprite. If you don't position your image well, then iba yung magpapakita na icon. But the big advantage is that if you have a lot of icons, for example, to use, instead na gumawa ka ng napakadaming icon images, you can just combine them in a single file. And then your browser can just download the single file instead of multiple files. So, sometimes yung mga emoji pickers natin, gumagamit din sila ng icons. Okay, some uses character sets, but some also uses icons to show the same icon in all devices. Although it can be slower. Pero ayan nga, it has also the advantage of having the same look for every device. So if we use character sets, the icons of iPhone and emojis of Android will be different. Okay?
Yes, sir.
Ano pa yung gusto nyong i-discuss natin dito sa CSS? I think for the others, parang madali na lang siyang self-study. Although, madali lang din naman yung mga diniscuss ko, pero I just wanted to highlight those. Since parang sila yung mga core natin. Parang rules natin sa CSS, and then you can just pick or use any style you want. So for animations, pwede rin kayong mag-experiment sa animation ng CSS. So before kasi the animation is only added in CSS 3. So older browsers may not support it. Pero newer browsers, nandito naman siya, yung mga nakakapag-support na. So as we can see here, animations are not supported by Internet Explorer. This is already Edge. And then, ayan yung mga earlier versions ng Chrome, Firefox, Safari, and Opera. So, wala namang question regarding CSS?
So now, sir, wala na po sa akin.
Okay, good. How about the other? Naintindihan naman ba yung na-discuss natin?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Sir, paano mag-add ng scroll bar for sa forms na sinabi mo sa
Paano mag-add ng scroll bar?
Citing multiple selection.
This is just for the multi-select the multi-select tag for HTML. So tingnan nyo na lang sa HTML tags that will be automatically added yung scroll bars niya. Form tags, form attributes, form elements. Where in select. So ayan, we already have a scroll bar. So dahil may naka-specify na size for this select, that's why we have the scroll bar. Okay? So ayun lang kung paano maglagay ng scroll bar. Although, for example, you want to add a scroll bar or you want to use a scroll bar for any element, you can just set the size of that element and use the overflow property from CSS. You can use auto or you can use scroll bars.
sige. Thank you, sir.
So ayan, what happens if the content of that element overflows its specified size? So you can have visible. So pag visible, lalampas lang siya, just like this. And then hidden, it will be clipped. Auto, pag lumampas dun sa content area, it will automatically have a scroll bar. Pero pag hindi naman lumampas, walang scroll bar. So, and then scroll if you want the scroll bar to be showing all the time. Okay, regardless of whether the content overflowed or not. Kapag overflow scroll, it will always show the scroll bars. Or scroll bar. Depende. For this, it also shows the horizontal. Although it doesn't have the bar to scroll. Yun lang mismong container.
Thank you, sir.
Other questions? Parang may nakita ako dito. Yun. So units, syempre we have the units to be used for specifying the length, such as width, margin, padding, the font size. So ito yung mga lengths na pwede natin gamitin: centimeters, millimeters, inches, pixels, points, picas or PC. And then we have the relative lengths. We have the EM, which is the font size of the element in relative to the parent. Okay. So the X size or the X, it's just rarely used. Hindi ko rin ginagamit to. Relative to the X height of the current font. So it depends on the height of the font, which is, I'm not sure if it's really that useful. CH relative to the width of the zero in your font. Rem is relative to the font size of the root element. So kung anong nakaset na font size ng document ng HTML natin, HTML, yun yung magiging font size, yun yung base na font size ni rem. So pag sinabi nating 1 rem, it's the same font size as our HTML element. Pag sinabi nating 2 rem, it's twice the size. Or we use 0.5 rem, then it's half the size. And then we have the viewport width and the viewport height, which relative to the device viewport. So it's not the browser window. For example, we resize our browser window like this. Nakita nyo bang na-resize? Pinalit natin yung browser window natin, the VH and the VW doesn't, it's not affected by the size of the browser. It's only affected by the size of the device. And then Vmin and Vmax, the viewports smaller and larger dimensions, which is when you rotate your device. Okay? So for example, sa Android or iOS natin, we can rotate the device to view in landscape or portrait mode. And then of course the percentage is also relative to the parent element. So pag sinabi mong yung element na yun is only 50% width, then it will only take 50% of the width of the parent. Uh, 50% of the whole width of the parent. So pag may padding siya, si parent, it is, for example, 50%, dalawang 50% yung element mo na nandun. Hindi sila magkakasya kasi meron pang padding or border si parent na nakalagay. So meaning yung 100% of the width of the parent will not already fit since it has padding. Okay?
Noted, sir.
So any other question?
Question, saan po kasi si SSD ba, sir? Like for example, DJ image, kaya dati text na, kaya DJ pag-sentera na to DJ image and sir, kaya text. Clear ba yung question ko, sir?
Pag G-image, dati text na, then yung image, mag-center siya dun sa text.
Yes, sir.
Yes, it's also part of the CSS. Maybe you can just try it natin. So for example, si select me, gusto mong naka-hover kasi yan ng background image, no? URL. Tayo kukuha ng image. Pwede ba ako dito? For example, gusto natin itong gamitin. Okay. So what happened? Okay, let's set the size to width. Let's see, height. Alright, next. Is it expand? Then expand to block. So ayan, may text siya, then you want to center the text or parang ganon?
Yes, sir. Kwan, sir, like, di ba sa Facebook, sir, like, if no multiple images na i-host, kasi medyo sa bali PJ basta i-center na sa di ba? So, DT, kasi, for example, na DG first image ka DG top left, DG text na, DG second ka DG center, DG fourth DG the upper right, okay, DGT center na DG mismo nga kasi na ko.
Yeah, sa CSS din yan. So you can just it can be achieved through multiple or nested elements. Ilagay ka na lang ng text dun sa loob ng div mo na may background or something like that. And then you can position the element inside or the text using our positioning properties. Okay?
Okay, sir.
Ito kasi na bale single element yung nagamit. So yan, you can use nested elements. You can nest as many elements as you want. Wag nyo lang ilagay, wag lang kayong maglagay ng body sa loob ng P. Okay? Or let's say ano pa ba? Of course, the head elements wag nyo ilagay dun sa loob ng body. And then just nest them properly, hindi yung for example meron kayong ganito, span, and then nandito sa labas yung close. So, hindi na alam ni browser kung anong gagawin dyan. And it will not be properly rendered. Pwede kaming maglagay ng P inside a P, or div inside a div, inside a span, a div inside a table. So, in our example earlier na UL inside an LI. Excuse me. Of course, yung mga empty tags natin, hindi nyo pwedeng lagyan sa loob. Like for example, BR, wala kang ilalagay sa loob niya. Since it's an empty tag. Okay? Although sila, pwede mo silang ilagay sa loob ng mga elements natin. Like for example, pwede nyo siyang ilagay inside a P. Or the image. Okay? Any other question?
None, sir.
So since wala ng question, I guess I will leave you again to learn more about the other CSS properties, CSS styles. I leave you to experiment with them. So, maganda rito yung mga animations, positioning, transformations. Ayan yung mga display natin. What's this CSS icons here? It's fonts, font icons. So, pwede rin kayong gumamit ng ganito dun sa exercises natin. You can use fonts. You can, may nagtanong kasi hindi ko alam kung dito sa class ninyo or from the other class kung pwede daw bang gumamit ng fonts. So, sabi ko naman pwede. So, like this, you can use fonts instead of images. Although, hindi lang siya talaga kaparehas. Pero usually, at mga fonts din kasi ang ginagamit na for showing icons sa web. Okay? They may have created their own fonts or they may be using fonts from other sources. Nandito na pala yung color natin. So you can set the colors using CSS too for the fonts. Okay. Nangyari dito. So if there are no more questions, I think that will be all for today. Someone wants to join us. Do you know Kathleen Habon?
Classmate po namin, sir.
Classmate niyo but she's using a different account, not a UNT. She's admin. Pero bakit ngayon siya nag-join? Tapos na yung klase. Okay, so ayan, wala nang question. So let's call it a day. I will leave you again to try the different CSS and kung gusto nyo balikan yung HTML, pwede rin. So they are used hand in hand kasi kaya you can always go back. I mean, you may need to go back to HTML and find your desired tags. I mean, the tags that may be needed. So, just like the question earlier, paano maglagay ng scroll bar. So, ito lang siya. You can just set the size or you can use multiple attribute. So, yan. Okay, so, ayan. Goodbye and till next meeting again.
Bye, sir. Thank you, sir. Bye, sir. Bye, sir.
Bye.
Sir.